Hey, what's up? I'm Ashley. Thank you for watching this video, and we're going to be talking about the L Word, Generation Q, Season 2, Episode 9. I don't even know where to start, but the timestamps will be down below. I was about to start talking about Bette, Tina, and Pippa first, but Finley got me shook, and I'm going to have to talk about her first. Because y'all, oh my God. Finley said, knock, 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 hurry up, it's me. Open the door, hurry up. I said, who's she talking to? And who opened the door? Dani. Dani of all people opened the door. I said, what? Before she knocked on the door, she was squatting down, peeing in the hallway, falling over her own pee. I said, you couldn't wait till you got inside. But when you gotta go, you gotta go. Look how Dani looking at her. Finley said, don't look at me like that. Sophie looks at me like that. Everyone thinks I'm scary. She says I'm scary. I'm not scary. I'm fun, Finley. Gigi said, I'm gonna get you some water. They got Gigi thrown in this too. Dani was like, are you okay? And Finley's like, yeah, bro, I'm okay. I'm good. God, you're so pretty. First of all, out of all people, she goes to Dani's house. She's drunk and she's thinking about going to Dani's house. Make it make sense to me. Out of all the people, Dani. Where'd she get her address from? Dani called Sophie. Sophie has been looking for Finley all episode. She's been searching, calling the police station, seeing if she's in jail, calling up Tess, asking Alice. Tess left Angie's prom party to go to the bar early to see if Finley was in the back sleeping on the couch. But she wasn't. She was at Dani's house. But where was she at all day though? Because she was missing for 36 hours. Anyway, Tess told Sophie that you're not going to want to hear this, but Finley has a lot of stuff that she needs to work out, and she's not going to get the help she needs if you're always there to pick up the pieces and make it better. Finley said thank you, but you can tell she didn't really want to hear that. As much as I want Finley and Sophie together, they do need a break so that Finley can work on herself and get better. So they can be stronger than ever and be together forever, period. I'm wondering if Sophie slipped in Finley's pee in the hallway. Because you already know it was still there. You can tell Sophie was so embarrassed when she walked into Dani's house, and you can tell she was embarrassed to tell her family about it because she made up a lie talking about Finley was at work refereeing, and her sister Maribel came out her business talking about that's a lie, she don't know where she at, she missing, and she had the audacity to be like Finley could be dead in a ditch somewhere. No, don't do that, and don't say that. What's wrong with you, girl? Sophie was like, what's wrong with you? And look at her face. She had the audacity to make this face when she asked her, what's wrong with you? Girl, I need you to shut up and worry about Micah. Worry about you and Micah not being so boring. She over here spilling all Sophie's tea. Sophie got fed up and was like, why don't you tell them about your business? And matter of fact, don't even worry about it. I'll tell them. Micah is Maribel's boyfriend. They together, they dating. Her mama and her grandmama was shook. They was like, what? Isn't he gay? The grandma was so confused. She was like, isn't he trans? Like... They was like, just shut up, grandma. Shut up. Me too. I said, shut up, grandma. But I'm going to be over here praying for Finley that she gets the help that she needs. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Finley going to Dani's house. And y'all let me know how y'all feel about Finley and Sophie and all that. Now we about to get into Dani and Gigi. Dani was supposed to go to Gigi's son's recital thing or something. He was singing something. But she was so tired with work that she said that she was stuck in traffic. But then got caught up later that night and was like, yeah, I'm sorry, I couldn't make it because I had a long day. And Gigi was like, I thought she was stuck in traffic. Dani was like, well, it is LA. There was probably traffic. Girl. Dani was like, what am I doing? Because she doesn't think she's wrong. And that's when Gigi was like, are you trying to hurt me? Because that's what you're doing. I know you had a rough day with work, but I'm not about to let you take it out on me. Then they hugged and kissed. I love to see it. Then after that, she tells Gigi, I told Finley that no one holds me when I'm sad, which is so funny because a few minutes later, we see Finley knocking at her door. But Gigi said, if you don't push me away, I'm going to always be here to hold you. And Dani was like, that's what scares me because you're the only person I have and we just started dating. How do you get me to like open up and talk to you? And Gigi said, I was married to a therapist. They're so cute, but I'm going to need y'all to let me know how y'all feel about Dani saying that Gigi's the only person that she has. Y'all think it's true? And Dani lost to Bette. The museum is removing the Nunez name. And who delivered the news to Bette? Pippa did. Pippa went over to Bette's house and knocked on the door. And guess who opened the door? Tina. Tina was shook. She didn't know Bette was involved with anyone. And Pippa Pascal at that. She was like, I can't believe Pippa's in your house. Bette took me to one of your shows and I still remember it. And that was Tina and Pippa's first time meeting. But Tina had to go outside real quick because Jordy was outside crying, and we'll get to that soon. But when Pippa came in the house, she was like, we did it, you won. The museum is removing the Nunez name. Bette was shook, she started crying. Pippa was like, I got you. They was hugging, they was kissing. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this is so beautiful. But it's looking like Tina may want that old thing back. And you can just tell by the way she was looking at Bette and some of the questions she was asking her. But at first, she was kind of mad at Bette. She thought that Bette probably said something to Carrie. So she was trying to find out from Shane and Tess if something went down between Bette and Carrie. They was like, nah, they was lying to her. Tess told Shane that they should tell her that Carrie is second guessing the whole wedding thing. But Shane was like, no, she was just drunk. She had a bad night. Tess was like, okay. So Tina did ask Bette. She was like, what did you do to her? And Bette was like, I didn't do nothing to her. I just told her I don't think it's necessary for us to be best friends. And I should be able to say that to a grown woman without her falling apart. And Tina was like, I'm sure you said it just like that. And Bette was like, no, actually, I said it a lot nicer. And she did. She was very nice to Carrie. She was calm and patient. She talked to her for a long time. Talked to her, gave her a lot of sentences. Because me, I probably just would have been like, girl, bye. I said I'm here with a friend. And walked away. She didn't have to be that nice to Carrie, and she was. I just think it's funny how she was trying to get the tea from Tess and Shane. I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm thinking Tina may be a little toxic. It seemed like she started to feel a certain way when she saw Bette with Pippa. There was a part in the show where Bette was telling Tina, I think we should go back. And Tina was like, back to what? And Bette said, the hospital. Tina was like, oh, like, it seemed like she wanted her to say back together or something. I said, girl. Because, I mean, I'm thinking Tina just wants Bette to not ever get over her or something. Like, Tina can move on and get married. But, oh no, not Bette. So when they went back to the hospital, like Bette said, that's when Tina asked her was she still in love with her. But of course, they got interrupted and Bette couldn't answer her. Bette was looking confused though. But we have to talk about Angie for the whole hospital thing to make sense. So Angie, Tina, and Bette went to the hospital so Angie can meet her donor. But when they was in the waiting room waiting to go in to see him, her donor's wife came out and told Bette that Angie can't see him. So Bette has to go back and tell Angie this. Angie was heartbroken. She was mad and upset and sad. She was mainly mad at Bette, and she was also mad at Tina for always being on Bette's side. But Bette was like, I put up a fight. I tried to get her to change her mind, but no, she didn't. That conversation wasn't even long enough for that. She don't even want to go to prom. Look at her face. She was in a bad mood the whole day. And that's when Jordy told her, she was like, you're in a bad mood and it's bringing everybody else's mood down. And Angie was like, what do you want from me? I don't even want to go to prom, but I'm here for you. Angie called Jordy an asshole. Then that's when Jordy said, your donor's an asshole. He's the one that doesn't want to meet you. Be mad at him, not anybody else. After that, Angie had a panic attack, ran and locked herself in her room. But after a talk with Shane and Alice, she started feeling better and she eventually went to prom later that night. And she made up with Jordy too. Jordy also lost prom queen. I thought I'd throw that in there too. But while they was at prom, Angie's donor was dying. He died right there, and Bette and Tina saw it happen. And the reason why they were back at the hospital in the first place is because Bette was feeling bad about Angie not meeting her donor. So they went back to talk to him. He was like, the reason why he didn't talk to her in the first place is because he didn't think she was ready. He was saying that he doesn't think that she knows what she's in for. But hello, sir, you don't even know the girl. But they assured him that she does know what she's in for, and she's been preparing for this for a long time now. So he eventually agreed to meet her, and they was like, okay, we'll bring her back here tomorrow to meet you. They walked out. About a minute and a half later, the hospital workers started running. Turns out it was to his room. They was trying to bring him back to life, but it didn't work. So now poor Angie gonna be crying again in the next episode. This girl always crying. They gotta break the news to Angie that her donor died. Oh Lord. Let me know your thoughts about Tina and Bette down in the comments, and Angie and Pippa while you're there. So now Alice was going back and forth. She was conflicted, y'all, on whether or not to tell the press that she's seen a man. She was saying how she has to come out as bi again, and she was worried about how her fans would take it. And she was worried because of how bi people get a bad rap and how there's always jokes made. But she did end up telling an interviewer that she's seeing a man. And she was like, his name is Tom. And the interviewer was speechless. It was quiet. She was like, hello? Hello? But let me know your thoughts about this episode down in the comments. We only have one more episode left. I'm so sad. I can't even believe it. It went by so fast. It's so unfair. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate all y'all. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next